hear me? Okay. Hey yo, 1 2 1 2. Been a change of plans on management. Okay. This property's now occupied by my homie Big Harold.
This would be episode 45. I know it's been about 2 weeks since I got down. Yeah, Packers lost. Let's get right into the dumb shit. Packers lost to the fucking San Francisco 49ers in an upset at Lambeau Field, the frozen tundra, and it was frozen below zero, and we couldn't get more than 10 points. Very disappointing. Very fucking disappointing. I had the Packers going to the Super Bowl. Many of us did, especially if you're from Wisconsin. Very disappointing. Because around here with the Packers, it's either Super Bowl or bust at this point. We tired of just getting to the playoffs just to get to the playoffs to get bounced. And I think this year was going to be probably our last year to make some noise for a while, because I think Aaron Rodgers is getting ready to leave. Devontae Adams' contract is up. Zadarius Smith contract is up. David Bakhtiari, he might retire. He didn't play all year. We got a lot of questions that need to get answered. Might be the start of the Jordan Love era. But we'll see. Packers is out. Now, shit, we going to focus on the Bucs. Let's see what the Bucs can do for the remainder of the season. Right off the bat, let's get into the sponsorships for the evening. First and foremost, Black Librarian, my homeboy Dez London, sent me this hoodie. It says Draft Combine 1792, Decentralized Sports. I got this hoodie from him. You can find merch like this and other articles of merchandise on the website, the Black Librarian. I think that's the name of it. Or you can find it on Facebook, Dez London. I'll share the information. I might be fucking it all up. But it is the Black Librarian. I did get this hoodie from there. Good looking out, G. Slade Supreme Sea Moss. You know, I always fuck with them. Big supporter of the show. He's selling pills now. You ain't even got to eat the sea moss out the jar. You could take a sea moss pill. It's basically a vitamin. Sea moss vitamins. I just bought 2 packs from him. He sent them all the way from Texas. Texas, baby. And ironically, this is where this hoodie came from, too. Yeah, Slade Supreme Sea Moss. Slade Supreme, easy for me to say. Slade Supreme Sea Moss and Sustenance. Fuck with it. Vitamins, sea moss vitamins. And of course, my homegirl Seema, big supporter of the show, and her daughter got some beard oil, chocolate alien rose. I love this. I use this shit every day on my beard and my head, and it smells amazing. It really does. So go fuck with her, Seema Sunflower Oil on Facebook. Get the alien oil too. The alien oil is my shit. This is my favorite. So that is our sponsors for the broadcast. Yeah, we talked about the Packers, and that shit's over with for the year, so we ain't got to worry about that no more. I read a few very interesting articles about COVID antidotes, I guess you could say, or you know, I don't really want to say a cure for it, because that when you're saying you're curing something, that's a strong suggestion. Let's say this can combat COVID. Let's say it like that. And I'm getting this source from Fox 6 News. Cannabis compounds prevent coronavirus from entering human cells. That's from an Oregon State University study, and I read this on Fox 6 News. You can go read the whole article if you Google it. Just Google it, it'll pop up. Oregon State University study. Cannabis compounds may prevent coronavirus infection. Study finds Oregon State research found 2 cannabis compounds, cannabidolic acid and cannabidiolic acid, could prevent SARS-CoV-2 from infecting human cells. and that is from the NBC New York. So this is 2 sites that I got this from, because I like to read more than one source if I'm going to report on something, especially such as series as COVID, and if there's anything that can help prevent you getting COVID. I don't want to give you bad information. So those are the 2 sources I got this from. If you read them, which you should for yourself, just don't take my word for it. It's not saying smoking weed will stop you from getting COVID or will cure you from COVID. It's suggesting if you eat it as in an edible form, just consuming it, putting fire to it does it, it I guess it burns the chemical that's in it that will help you. So burning it hurts it, eating it helps it. It helps it help you, if that makes any sense. So for my edible eaters, this shit could be helping you prevent COVID. It really could if you're eating it in a raw form. So if you're cooking, it's like if you baking the shit, that's not gonna help. You probably gotta eat. You gotta eat something that's just in a raw form. Like maybe some fucking THC Jello or some shit. I don't fucking know. I don't eat edibles. Them shit's too fucking strong for me. But if you eating cannabis in this raw form, that shit could help you combat COVID or prevent you from getting it. So this is great news. Actually, we've been looking for more of a natural remedy for this shit. We're gonna be living with it. It's not going away. Let's just learn to live with the shit at this point. It's not going nowhere. Let's just learn to live with it. And this could be a way we end up living with it by, cannabis consumption, which that makes a lot of people happy because a lot of people do it anyway. So, that's another, just one other benefit of cannabis consumption, which makes the weed heads happy, the edible community happy. I'm not even drinking no liquor tonight. I'm drinking straight bottled water. Taking it light tonight. What else we got? Before I dive into this other shit, I seen T.I.'s son on live. I guess he was trying to warn Boosie's son not to come where he was at or some dumb shit. I guess they beefing, some internet beef. Anyway, T.I.'s son is at a restaurant and they in there with assault rifles. And he's telling Boosie's son to pull up, and he dropped his location and all this shit. And this shit just look goofy as hell, man. It's like, both of you niggas' daddies is rich. Y'all really not about that shit, man. Y'all not finna shoot each other at no fucking restaurant. What the fuck is y'all doing? What type of shit is y'all promoting, man? And as far as T.I. and Boosie, man, reel y'all sons in, man. For real. Before they get themselves hurt or encourage somebody else to do some dumb shit. These are 2 rich kids talking about what they gonna do to each other when they see each other in the street, running around with assault rifles. Like, come on, man. This shit look comical. For real. Y'all really promoting this fake gangster shit, and it's gonna be some incorrigible young people that see this shit like, yeah, this is cool. We got too much of that shit already in our music and our movies already as it is. So I just thought that shit was super duper lame and stupid. I want to encourage y'all to leave some comments and let me know how y'all felt about that shit, because I'm sure y'all seen it. Like, comment, subscribe, share. This shit don't cost you nothing, man. Subscribe to my shit. Like it, share it. You know what I'm saying? If you don't fuck with it, tell me why you don't fuck with it. Tell me why you don't like it. Now we past the dumb shit. There's about to be a war that pops off, and it's not directly affecting us yet, but Russia is getting ready to invade the Ukraine. That's about to happen. It's about to be a war. I don't know if we're going to get involved. And when I say we, I'm saying the United States. But that shit's about to pop off. Just tonight, I was watching the news and they were saying like it's on the brink. Russia's already got tanks and soldiers at their border. And they're, excuse me, President Putin, Russia's president, Vladimir Putin, he wants to put a Russian official in charge in the Ukraine. That's his mission. That's what he wants to do. So that's just something we should keep our eye on. Anytime there's a war with a superpower like Russia, that shit could have an effect on what we doing here in the United States. That shit could have some trickle down. So that just be aware, you know. Put it on your radar, like I did mine. It is real. I know sometimes we don't like to think about worldly issues so much because we got our own shit we dealing with here in our own little worlds. But it's good to be aware about what's going on the global platform, on the global stage. Let's just be aware. Russia and Ukraine are possibly going to war real soon, like tomorrow type soon. This is the topic of the night though. This is what I want to talk about. In Sweden, and there's a video of this, and I'm gonna put the link in the description, all that shit, so y'all can follow along after y'all watch the video. Hopefully, I get 1,000 motherfuckers to watch this video. In Sweden, they're inserting clips into willing participants. I mean, not clips. I'm sorry, inserting chips into willing participants, like a COVID chip. It's like a passport. It's got all your information in it. They're putting that shit in their hand. This particular piece that I watched on YouTube, that is a video of this shit. This dude, not only was his COVID vaccine information on the motherfucker, all his work IDs on there. I think he was scanning shit to, I think like his credit card or some shit was on this chip. There's all type of crazy shit, man. And he's literally going up to scanners, putting his hand on there, and you know, like the vending machine a work for him, or he'll be able to get into certain doors in his in the building he works in. They already doing this shit in Sweden. They already doing it. It's only a matter of time before that shit comes over here and they trying to encourage us to do it. They've already kind of tricked us into getting the vaccine, because now they saying, you know, a lot of these jobs are saying, well, you know, we got to backpedal off that shit. We can't make y'all get one. This shit obviously ain't working. Motherfuckers are still catching COVID with the vaccine. Now they trying to encourage motherfuckers to get booster shots. All that shit is going back to what I was talking about with the Sweden shit. They already over there tricking motherfuckers into getting this chip put in them because they feel like it's more convenient for not only them, but for everybody else. There are people signing up to do this crazy ass shit. I can't wait to post this video, so y'all can see this shit too. This shit is wild. It really looked like some futuristic shit that we might have seen in an old whack ass movie from like the 80s or something. We was looking at that shit like, man, that shit had never happened. That's crazy. That's crazy. That's some Elroy Jetson type shit. But that shit is happening. That shit is happening right now. It's like some Eyes Wide Shut type shit, for real. It's majority of people are really sheep. They really are. They'll just go for anything. If you tell the average person a lie enough times, they'll begin to believe that lie. And this shit is scary, man. Let me read something. A Swedish biohacking company has developed a scannable digital implant that can display vaccine reports. The source for this is healthcarepackaging.com. Okay, healthcarepackaging.com. Let me read that again. A Swedish biohacking company has developed a scannable digital implant that can display vaccine passports. Yeah, with a microchip put in your hand. Absolutely. This shit sound crazy as a motherfucker. Wait till you see it. Like I did. When I seen this shit like that, oh, this the more crazy shit. They actually throw implant parties. There's also a video for that as well that I'll post. They throw implant parties where they get motherfuckers to sign, just like going to a tattoo party. They get motherfuckers to come sign up to do that shit, and they kicking it, having a good time, and getting a microchip put in their hand. This shit is bananas, man. It really is. Motherfuckers are really sheep, and the world is, I'm starting to believe that there's two types of people in this world: farmers, and then there are livestock. And the majority of us get treated as livestock while all these super ridiculously wealthy motherfuckers, play the role of the farmer. And, a farmer gonna do what he think best for his livestock. Know what I'm saying? But he's doing what's best for the farmer most of the time. Know what I'm saying? And that's what these motherfuckers is doing, man. I talk about this shit all the time. Depopulation is a real thing. That's why I think COVID was allowed to run rampant like this, because overpopulation is a real thing. The Earth's not getting any bigger, and we using resources faster. And people is fucking like rabbits, you know what I'm saying, having children. So, something got to give. Oh, man. Yup, implant parties. I'm going to post that shit, too. Shit is nuts, man. There's another company doing some outlandish, crazy shit, too. And this company is ran by none other than Elon Musk. And the company is called Neuralink. What they're doing is putting a chip in your mind, well, in your brain. You know what I'm saying? Not your mind, but your brain. And what this is supposedly going to allow you to do is interact with other people that have this chip implanted in their head without speaking. Y'all can interact with each other through this chip without speaking, like kind of like telepathically. I am not making none of this shit up. I promise you, I'm not. Every time I post videos like this, I'm a put in the link in the description where y'all can find this information. I'm not making none of this shit up. I'm not watching too many science fiction movies either. You know what I'm saying? I really pay attention to this shit. This is real shit that's happening. These are real motherfuckers with real bread making real decisions for our lives. For real. I am not bullshitting. Neuralink mission statement. Neuralink is a team of exceptionally talented people. We are creating the future of brain interfaces, building devices now that will help people with paralysis and inventing new technologies that will expand our abilities, our community, and our world. Implant parties. They're going to start doing that shit too at them implant parties. Neuralink is going to start doing that same shit. Mark my word. Mark my word. Because it's going to be something real like popular to do, it's gonna be enough people that do it. It's gonna become popular, and motherfuckers love to do the popular shit, no matter if it's dumb. If enough motherfuckers go run off a bridge and claim they can fly, there's gonna be another bunch of motherfuckers that follow that same crowd, like, yeah, that shit look cool. They said they could fly. That's just how this shit work. Most people are sheep. This is how this shit work. Yeah, so Neuralink is just another one of these companies that's trying to put some shit in your body with a microchip, so they could track you, and treat you like a fucking a lab rat. But on the flip side of that, on the flip side of how I feel, there's people that don't feel like I feel. They feel like it's cool. They feel like you're getting tracked anyway when you're on your cell phone, which you are. Anytime you swipe your card, they know all your transactions. These things are true. But I don't want no motherfucking microchip in my body, where other motherfuckers can program something inside of me. You know what I'm saying? Like, who's to say, especially that Neuralink shit, what is going in your brain, who the fuck is to say when that chip is implanted, they can't program that shit to do something else, like the Manchurian Candidate. You know what I'm saying? If you never seen that movie, that's the movie that Denzel was in, where they was experimenting with this shit called MK Ultra, and this is real shit. The government used this shit. They was gonna use it as it's a mind control thing. You know what I'm saying? I believe, I'm not sure if it's a drug or not, but it's called MK Ultra. I'm pretty sure it's a drug. You can look this shit up for yourself. I don't know every fucking thing. I just, I come across shit. It's interesting. I share it with y'all. If y'all think I'm on some bullshit, tell me. But you can look all this shit up I'm talking about. Anyway, it's called MK Ultra. The government was using this shit trying to make like toy soldiers. You know what I'm saying? And in essence, what would happen, they would give you this shit. You would go bust a move for them on their behalf, whether it was an espionage, shit, murder for hire on some mercenary shit, whatever. And then they could just erase the memory of that shit, so you wouldn't even know you had did it. You know what I'm saying? And that's in essence what I think Neuralink could do. That shit could just reprogram you to have you doing some shit that you're not even fully conscious of. I wouldn't fuck with it. I'm not gonna fuck with it. Not fucking with no chip being implanted in my hands or any. You're not putting no fucking microchip in my body. I don't give a fuck what's going on. That ain't happening. Not willingly. I ain't fucking with that. But a lot of people will willingly. And then it'll be people like me and the people that watch this show that'll be like, nah, we gonna have to stand up for something. We can't go for everything, man. We just can't. We can't go for everything. And I'm drawing a line there. But that shit's coming, y'all. That shit's coming. It's coming here. Believe me. Mark my word. It's only a matter of time. We really are. We're trading our freedom for convenience. We are doing that shit at an alarming rate. We really are. And it's like an avalanche at this point. I don't even think we could stop it. Every time you click your phone, click an app, they ask you, will you allow us to have access to your contacts, have access to your camera, have access to your microphone? And if you don't say yes, then you can't use that app. And I know most of us do this shit. If it's an app we really want to use, yes. We don't care. Like you said, we tracking this shit anyway. You know, anytime most of us always have our cell phone on us. They know where you at. They know what you're doing. This shit can listen to you. So we just yes to everything. At some point, we gotta start saying no. This is too much. For real. You gotta disconnect from the matrix sometime. for real, because the amount of surveillance that is already on us is only going to get greater. It's only going to get greater. Especially like places like China already have cameras when I say everywhere, I mean every fucking where. Not only cameras, but cameras with facial recognition. So it's only a matter of time before we start to get more of it. We got places that got it already. You know what I'm saying? Like the big metropolitan cities, I'm sure already got shit like that. You know what I'm saying? But there's gonna be more and more and more of that shit. Cause we behind in a lot of technology here. You know what I'm saying? And China is advanced. China is very advanced. So it's only a matter of time before we become fish in a bowl at some point, and shit. I'm sure some of us already feel like that. But yeah, disconnect from the matrix sometimes, man. You ain't got to go for everything, for real. You ain't got to go for everything. What else I want to talk about? Oh, one more thing before I wrap it on up. A lot of people quitting their jobs because of what I just said. Trading freedom for convenience. Motherfuckers is tired of trading their time for money. If you working, and some people do this, some people working 60, 70, 80 hours a week. I'm not just talking about regular 9 to 5, 40 hours. You know what I'm saying? Some people is working 2 and 3 jobs. Not only to make ends meet, but, to just provide themselves a better lifestyle. But at what cost? Because in my own opinion, what good is all the money if you're not experiencing life? And a lot of people are starting to feel that way. A lot of people are starting to quit their 9 to 5 job and chase their dream. For real. Because if you're going to work 60, 70, 80 hours a week, you might as well do it for yourself and your family. For real. For real. Find a niche. Find something that you're good at, something that you love to do. Pour your all into it and see what you can make out of that thing. That's what I encourage people to do. I know everybody's not cut out to be an entrepreneur, but goddamn it, if you working 60, 70 hours a week, shit, at least you got some type of entrepreneurial spirit in you, because you got that part. You got the part that you're willing to sacrifice all them hours. You know what I'm saying? That got to be half the battle right there. But it's a lot of people quitting their jobs into, either further their education or, really start to do some soul searching. Like, what do I want to do for me? Which is a beautiful thing. It's almost like an awakening. And that shit's happening, especially here in Milwaukee and everywhere. I already know this is a thing everywhere in the United States where everyone's hiring right now. Nobody wants to go back to especially these shitty ass jobs where, you making below, minimum wage just went up to $15, I believe, at most places. But, shit, if you only making like 10, 12 bucks an hour, you're not going to be motivated to go back to work. For real. Because you already didn't like the shit no way. There's always going to be a need for, and this is no disrespect to anybody, for low-skilled workers. Because I was a low-skilled worker. I don't work, man, a ton of fucking factories, man, digging ditches, all type of back-breaking, humbling work. You know what I'm saying? I didn't work in fast food. I wanted to make some money. So I had to do what I had to do. But there is a need for that because when you go to a motherfucking restaurant, somebody got to be there taking your order, seating you, taking your discarded food away. All that shit is required when you're out at a restaurant. You know what I'm saying? And there's people that get paid. Get paid to do that shit. You know what I'm saying? Those are not high skilled workers. You know what I'm saying? It's low skills, but that's a very necessary job we need for our convenience, honestly, because I really appreciate wait staff. I appreciate people that work at fast food. I don't talk crazy to them. I don't treat them bad. They're feeding me. They bringing me food that I'm finna put in my body or in my kid's body, my lady. That is an important job. It really is. People that work at grocery stores, that's checking you out in the aisles. At the checkout counter, bagging your shit. You know, people that stock the items. All these jobs are important, and it's a lot of people that don't want to come back and do them because they're not paying well enough. That's where all these robots and shit is starting to come to the forefront, and this shit really is gonna be like the fucking Jetsons. You know what I'm saying? Where everything is a fucking kiosk. And we don't want that, because if we had that it's gonna be a whole lot of people unemployed, and it's gonna be anarchy for real, and shit's gonna get really, really, really real. Then motherfuckers already getting fucking $1,000 worth of stamps and shit, depleting the motherfucking supermarkets. I just seen somebody post about that shit on Facebook today. I know I'm rambling a little bit, but who gives a fuck? Yeah, motherfucker, they handing out so many fucking stamps that people is just buying shit just because they can at this point. You know what I'm saying? It ain't gonna be no more fucking crabs in the goddamn ocean. You bitches buying so many motherfucking crab legs, it's ridiculous. But I digress. I'm going off on a motherfucking tangent. Yeah, that was about it for tonight, man. Yeah, I'll touch on some of this others. Oh, I got some. I got a couple of guests coming on Tuesday. A young lady and a young man I worked with. I was actually one of their mentors. Ken Evans. I was his mentor through the Running Rebels. Real solid dude, man. He wants to come on the show. He's got a lot to say. I like his opinions. Young guy too. I want to bring some young, fresh point of view onto the show sometimes. And then Shamar, I'm gonna bring her on too. She wants to talk about prison reform. So there's gonna be some good topics. So y'all catch up with me on Tuesday. Tap in 8:30. I'm gonna have a couple guests, and we'll be going live. So you can comment live. We're gonna have some fun. So yeah, I appreciate everybody that's gonna watch this video, gonna like it, gonna share it, gonna comment. I appreciate all the support I always get when I'm doing these shows. I really appreciate it. I'm having fun, man. I really am. I appreciate Black Librarian, Des London, Hoodie, Slave Supreme, Sea Moss Sustenance, Sea Moss vitamins now. Not just the raw sea moss. Now we getting the vitamins. This what I'm fucking with. Sea moss vitamins. And of course, SEMA sunflower oil, Coco's alien oil. Like always, love your kids. I love mine. Come fuck with me on Tuesday. Peace out. Love.
Said whose house?